being in a religious family, right, culturally was very interesting. And I think this is where I learned the difference between opinions and convictions. Opinions are fairly easy to have. Opinions don't make you uncomfortable. Opinions, you can change your mind on a whim with an opinion. But there is a difference. The one is denotative, meaning it's they're the same. It's the same meaning for the word, but really you need to take this apart and make it connotative. There's a secondary meaning with conviction. I would say that people hold opinions, convictions hold people. Let me give you an example. My parents were deeply religious. Every single night, they made sure they read me a Bible story before I went to bed because of their deep conviction. Every single morning, they made sure that I sat at a table and received some biblical input before I ate breakfast every single morning. It's unheard of today. Every Sunday morning, Sunday night, Wednesday night, there were no other options than to be in the church building with the body of believers. Deeply convicted religiously. When I was little, I was a baseball player, and it was a summer night, and it's the first night of the tournament, and I'm on the White Sox, Major League White Sox, and baseball is a big deal in New Mexico. I mean, I can remember years where we were 1 or 2 games away from making it to the Little League World Series. Little League is life in this community. So here I was, and it just so happened that there was a doubleheader. We had the first game, and it just so happened that night was also the night of the Vacation Bible School program, the last night of the Vacation Bible School. But I could do both because we had the early game, then I could go to Vacation Bible School, no problem. Well, we get into the game, we're playing the athletics. After about 3 innings, 4 innings, it's all tied up. 5 innings, 6 innings, it's all tied up. 7 innings, 8 innings, it's all tied up. The lights come on. People are packed in the grandstands. Now people are showing up for the second game. There's cars all around the outfield, and people are sitting on the hoods of their cars. They've got their containers out with their beverages. I mean, and it's not Coke or water. I'm just saying they've got their beverages out there. And so it is on. And we're going to the 9th inning, 10th inning, 11th inning. We're in extras, you see. And you have to understand that in Little League, pitchers can only throw 2 or 3 innings because they got to take care of their arms. Well, I'm the second worst pitcher on the team, but they put me in the top of the 11th inning to pitch, and I'm throwing. Mr. Yates, I'm throwing. And the first person, I strike out the first guy. I remember it like it was yesterday. Strike out the first guy. Second guy gets a hit. I walk the third guy. Fourth guy we get out. We've got 2 out, 2 on. I'm going to be a hero here. I'm bringing it. Strike 1, strike 2, ball 1, ball 2, and I'm ready to bring my good stuff. I'll never forget it. I'm looking at the catcher. I'm doing my head like this. I don't even know what that means, but that's what they do on TV. So I'm doing this. I take a step back. I rear back, ready to bring the heat. The umpire jumps out from behind the plate. Stop, stop, time out. And I hold on the ball and I come off the mound. And then I see her. It's my mother. My mother is on the field. My mother is this little Mennonite woman. She has one of those little coverings on. She's got a dress on. She's got like the little bobby socks and tennis shoes. And she's conservative and she's getting into it with the coach, who has a big chew of tobacco in his mouth. And the coach hollers at me, says, "Hartman, get over here." So I hustle over. And I said, "Yeah, coach, what's going on?" "Your mother says it's time to go to the Bible school program, but I need you in this game. Can you explain to her how important it is that you finish this game?" And I looked up at my mother. I looked back at the coach and I said, "No, sir, I cannot do that." And and we were heading out, and I could hear the murmur of the information spreading through the crowd. The crowd does not understand how in the world does this happen where this parent thinks that the Bible school meeting trumps this big ball game. It was very unpopular. And I think about that often, that my mom she didn't just have an opinion about what was right or wrong. She was convicted that this was of the most importance, you see. We hold opinions, convictions hold us. I oftentimes think, if it wasn't that big of a deal, would I be talking about it 30, 40 years later? You see me 30 years later. It must have been a pretty big deal to act on your conviction